Here are 5 advantages of artificial intelligence in an academic environment or situation as it relates to self regulation, self determination, and self advocacy. First is personalized learning. One of the things that most traditional educators, teachers have a problem with is teaching classes or groups of individuals instead of teaching the individual people, the individual person. It's very difficult if you have a class of 12, 18, 24, 32. I've even seen 40 students in one class and provide personalized and individualized instructions to those learners. It is extremely taxing on an educator and is very difficult to personalize and individualize instruction. What artificial intelligence does and is able to do through adaptive learning is tailor content that meets individual students' need so students can operate at their own pace and still receive necessary support from the actual human teacher. But AI allows for the personalization of instruction and while ensuring that the student is on task with whatever objectives and expected outcomes the teacher or the college or the school has for the students. So the student is not being separated from their group or being set apart or discriminated from their group. The second advantage that artificial intelligence has is continuous assessments. Again, one of the things that most educators get wrong is continuous assessment. Most educators are not trained in assessment, meaning most educators do not know how to write test items. The great thing about and the major advantage or a major advantage of artificial intelligence is AI is able to write uh, good test questions that are valid and reliable and provide instant feedback to students regarding their performance, which is enables them to progress quickly through not only the assessment but the course. So if a student did not do as well, AI is able to give immediate feedback and allow them to try again immediately. Whereas the teacher, it takes the teacher time to grade the papers. The teacher may need additional time, may need the student to come in for coach class or in the morning or set up a one-on-one conference, which a lot of context is lost and a lot of anxiety builds up, and it can create friction between the teacher and the student. When we give assessments online, continuous assessments online or via artificial intelligence, doesn't necessarily have to be online, but via artificial intelligence, the learner is able to figure out what their mistakes and errors are. And because the learning is personalized, the assessments are also personalized, and there's a better probability that the student will, number one, do well on the assessments, and number two, if they didn't do as well as they like, be able to get that immediate feedback to take the assessment again. The third advantage of artificial intelligence is the access to resources. Again, the teacher can only provide but so many resources at one time, and the artificial intelligence is able to provide the appropriate grade level or level resource for the reader in real time. That goes back to this personalized instruction to this able to provide support and appropriate scaffolding for the reader. This allows for this learner rather. This allows the learner to build self-regulation and self-efficacy because the learner is receiving resources, auxiliary support, scaffolding virtually online, whether it's a YouTube video or an interactive worksheet or a website that's able to provide an infographic, that's able to provide information that helps them accomplish the task at hand, the objective, and meet the expected outcome. Which leads to a next point. Another advantage of artificial intelligence is the enhanced engagement. I kind of talked about it a second ago. AI can provide gamification. It can provide interactive opportunities like an interactive worksheet for learners to build that self-efficacy, to get the personalized, there we go again, personalized instruction they need to build that self-efficacy, to become self-regulated, to become self-determined, make their own goals based on what they're learning in real time, what they're able to apply, what they're able to synthesize, what they're able to evaluate, moving up that higher order pyramid hierarchy at their own pace. And that's what we want. We want the students to become self-regulated, self-determined, and AI is able to do that through fun, interesting activities that are appropriate for the learner in real time. This is key. These are key. And again, when the teacher has 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 students, the teacher's not able to give that immediate, personalized, customized resource instruction engagement that's able to keep the students engaged and interested in a meaningful way, moving towards meeting the expected outcome or the objective. And then the final advantage that artificial intelligence has is a no-brainer. Artificial intelligence doesn't close. It's open 24 hours a day. It doesn't get tired. It doesn't have to take a lunch break. And again, we poor teachers, we get tired, we get frustrated, we become uncertain ourselves, we lose advocacy, we struggle with our teacher advocacy. AI doesn't do that. Artificial intelligence doesn't do that. If the student comes home from school, takes a nap, wakes up at 8 o'clock at night, the student is able to engage AI at when the student's ready to engage AI, when the student is cognitively prepared, mentally prepared, physically able to engage the instruction. It's open 24 hours a day. As long as the student has the appropriate software, internet, technology, the student can engage AI when they are ready. And that's key. And sometimes, 7 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock class or whatever the time the class is scheduled for, the student may not be ready for it at the time. And so that's accessibility is a major advantage of artificial intelligence. So, before we frown our face and turn our nose up to artificial intelligence, we really have to embrace it and look at the advantages that artificial intelligence provides. The next video, I will talk about the disadvantages of artificial intelligence.